Okay, ladies, so this is the 80-Day Obsession Shred for Summer group, and many of you have a ton of questions on how to get started, how to find your meal plan, and what bracket you should be in. So I hope this video is helpful. And if you have not yet done so, please go to this post and answer these questions so that I can help you and get to know how you're feeling about this group. It is a smaller group and I hope this helps out. But the first thing we need to do before starting Monday, or if you have already started and you are not doing this, this is what you should be doing for 80-Day Obsession. So you are first going to go to Beachbody on Demand and you're going to scroll down and click 80-Day Obsession. And here you will find all the workout list, the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. But this video is strictly for how to find your meal plan and how to find your bracket. You can click these quick start tips and play these 4 to 6 minute videos. But let's go into program materials where everything is that you need to know. Okay, so the first thing is getting started. You'll want to click this, the first one, and I recommend printing these out because it is super helpful to have these handy. I cannot express that enough. There are a couple things that I'm going to show you that you need to print out and which are like you need to, no ifs, ands, or buts. Buts. Okay, so this is the first one, and this is kind of like the welcome to 80-Day Obsession. The first one is step 1. Take your before photos and all of your measurements. That is the first thing you need to do before you get started with this program. I just wrote all these down in my phone, or I also wrote them down on a piece of paper and posted them in my office or close by because you're going to do this throughout each phase. So today would be the day that you start 80-Day Obsession or the night before. And then you'll do it at the end of phase 1, at the end of phase 2, and then at the end of 80-Day Obsession. We use this because we are a non-scale victory group. So we do not use the scale for anything unless you are doing your weight right here. I highly, highly recommend you put your scale away and do not focus on the number until the end of each phase because you're going to see your results strictly in photos and strictly from your measurements. I cannot express that enough. I know you guys are going to be tempted to use this scale, but for me, my scale has a ton of dust on it and I have not touched my scale probably since the day of or end of phase 1. So I really, really want you guys to understand that and take your before photos. I know it's scary, but just take them, take front, back, side, whatever you want, and I'll make a separate thread for that so you guys can post them in the group and we can all hold each other accountable. There's such a small group that I know that we can do that. So I'm going to scroll down to step 2. Step 2 is where you're going to calculate your calorie target. So this is where you're going to find out what bracket you're in. So for phase 1, which is the first phase, you're going to calculate your caloric baseline. So this right here, okay? So right here this is the only time you're going to step on the scale. So you're going to step on the scale, find your weight, enter your current weight right here, and then you're going to times that by 11, take that number, and then you're going to add a 600 to it, and then take that number, and then you're going to subtract 750, and then that will calculate your calorie target. So I'm going to do mine, for instance. Let me see if I can pull up my calculator. Not sure if I can do that on here. Calculator. So for example, I think I'm like 139. I'm just going to do 139. And then times 11, and then add 600, and then subtract 750. So I know that my calorie target is 1,379. So we're going to take that number. I'm going to put this over here. scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And then step 3 is determining your eating plan. So this will determine what plan you're on for 80-day obsession. So for me, mine was $13.79. So I know I'm on plan A in between $1,200 and $14.99. So I'm on plan A. Okay, so whatever yours is, you're gonna determine if you're on plan A, B, C, D, E, or F. Okay, don't be scared if you're on plan E or F or whatever. The biggest takeaway I could give you guys from 80-day obsession is that Autumn really, really, really knows what she's doing. And if you follow this to the T, you will get the results that you want. And so many times I was like, I'm going to do it my way. And so many times I got my results. So I really, really want you guys to really engage on trusting the meal plan, trusting Autumn, and trusting the progress, because it is a journey. It's not a destination. And you will slowly see the results that you put in. Okay, so here we are, step 3, I'm on plan A. And then step 4 is getting your eating plan. And then all of these are just like whatever. The next step from here is going to get your eating plan. You can look through all of this stuff, the equipment you need. If you don't have any of this, please, please, please let me know, so we can get you started with everything that you need. Yeah, this is just talking about energize, hydrate, recover. I use energize and recover and Shakeology. So yeah. So we're gonna step 4, go to your eating plan after you figure out plan A. So you're gonna exit out of this and go back to the program materials and go to nutrition, and then scroll down and find your eating plan. So I'm on 80-day obsession eating plan A, and then eating plan B, C, D, and so on. So you're gonna click A. Well, for me, I'm gonna click A. Click A. This is what you ultimately need to print, is your eating plan. Okay, I have mine handy, and I look at it every single day. Okay, so you're going to be using the portion control containers. If you do not have these, please once again reach out to me so that we can get them to you ASAP. Scroll down, scroll down. This gives you a little insight of what the containers, the colors are. So like green is vegetables and so on. And then here is your chart that shows you how many containers you need each day. Now, I don't really focus on the containers like this. I scroll down and I figure out, okay, I know for me, I work out, like this is your workout block. I hope this makes sense, but this is your workout block. So with 80-day obsession, Autumn really, really urges you that you eat before you start your workout. For me, my workout is at 8:30 in the morning, so I know that an hour to 30 minutes before I work out, I need to have these color containers right here. Okay, so normally my green is spinach, my red is eggs, and my yellow is Ezekiel bread or russet potatoes that I have meal prepped. And then the spoon, I either use ghee, which is like organic butter, or I use almond butter on my toast, on my Ezekiel bread. So that is my pre-workout meal. And then 30 minutes later, I'll go into my workout, which is right here. I also have my Energize while I'm eating my meal, and then I go ahead into my workout. And I don't use this one. I don't use Beachbody Performance Hydrate. I just use my Energize and chug water during my workout. And then 30 minutes after my workout, I know to have my Recover. And I add a banana, or I add any type of fruit to my Recover. And that's right after my workout. And then an hour to 2 hours after my workout and after I have my Recover, I have this meal. I'm going to go over my meals in another video, but I just want you guys to understand how I follow the nutrition plan. And then it says other times meals right here. Okay, so you want to plan out the rest of your meals at 2 to 3 hours in between. Okay, so I personally, I put an alarm in my phone. I use the alarm, like if you have an iPhone, I just go to your clock and I set alarms for when I should eat. So, for example, I set an alarm at, let's say, 8, or I'm going to say 7:45 to eat this meal. And then I know at 8:30 I'm going to be starting my workout, and so I set an alarm for me to start my workout. And then so 8:30 to 9:30 is my workout, and so at 9:30 I set an alarm to have my recover. And then at 9:30 at 10:30 I set my alarm to have my post-workout meal, which is an hour in between these two. And then from this meal to this meal, I set it almost about 3 hours, depending on my day. I really tweak it, but so 10:30 I had this meal, 10:30. So like between 12:30 and 1:30 I'll have this meal, and then so on and so on. If you need help doing this, like you want me to do it with you, I will do it with you to figure out what time you should be eating and whatnot. You know, because I really want you guys to understand this. I'm just showing you for me what I do and what time I eat and what time I work out, because you might work out at night or you might work out at 4 in the morning. So whatever it is, please reach out to me and please let me know so I can help you out. Here are some little examples of meals. You'll also have a rest day meal plan because rest day will be on Sunday. So these are your rest day meal plans, and I actually make what am I trying to say? A timer for these meals as well, and I set them for Sunday. But to be totally honest, Sundays are a very hard day. The weekends are very hard. I do set my alarms, but sometimes they're not perfect, and that's okay. I don't want you guys to stress over it. But I do really try to stick to these meals on my rest day as well. Okay, so we're going to go down. I'm not going to get into this until we get there. I'm not going to get into this until we get there. I'm going to go down. So here's another example one for a morning workout block. So like, for example, 6 a.m. pre-workout meal. 7 a.m. you're going to have your Energize, and you're going to work out from 7:30 to 8:30. And then 9 a.m. you're going to have your post-workout supplement. And then 10 a.m. you're going to have your post-workout meal, and so on and so on. You can change these times. So like, I change these times for my times. Like I know that mine's going to be 7:45, and this one's going to be like 7:45 as well, and then these aren't going to be the same time. So you can write this down on a piece of paper or put it in your phone or whatever. That's what I do, just to have it handy. And then here's an example too for a midday workout block. So it really determines what time you work out. Sorry guys. And then workout block, evening. So this is for 6 to 7 p.m. This one was 1 to 2:30. And we're going to go down. And then this, if you're not using the performance line, which is like recover or energize, you'll want to go to this one right here. You're going to scroll down and find the timed nutrition meal plan without Beachbody Performance, because it'll tell you what your meal should look like without it. So it's kind of cleaner and you understand it. I used this for so long, up until phase 3, and then I actually bought the Recover and I bought Energize, and I honestly saw such better results when I bought the Beachbody Performance line, but that's really up to you. And if it's something you want, reach out to me, and if it's something that you don't want, that's totally okay as well. So yeah, this is where you'll want to print everything. You want to print this no matter what. Again, I'm on plan A and you might be on a different plan, but I'm more than welcome to get on and Zoom and chat with you, either FaceTime or text. Just please reach out to me and let me know if you're struggling with this, and I'd love to help you before Monday starts. Or even if you've already started and you're not doing this, please reach out to me so we can get you started on a game plan and get you the results that you want. I'm going to X out of this and actually show you what else you should print. Oh, you should definitely print this, the 80-Day Obsession workout calendar. print this, girls, because for me, I love, 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 love crossing off a day, crossing off a day, crossing off a day. Each day, it gives me such a reward. Like, I love the feeling of just crossing off that I did day one and so on. And plus, it shows you, like, okay, day one, you'll have 2 sets of 15 reps and 60 minutes. And I love looking at, okay, I know I have to set off 60 minutes of my day for booty. And so that you know, okay, like day 3, I know I only need like 40 minutes, which is great. You love those days because you're like, yes, it's not 60 minutes, it's only 40 minutes. So yeah, you'll definitely want to print this, ladies. You want to print your meal plan, plan A, plan B, whatever, and you want to plan this or print this, and you also want to print the, let me see, I'm going to go up here actually. I think it's right here. Yes, it is. This right here, the 80-Day Obsession Container Food List. So we're going to click it. This right here, okay? Wait, I might be wrong, ladies. Yep, no, I'm not wrong. This is it. You need this, the food list. This, I put this on my fridge, and I also printed a second one, and I kept it in my purse for when I went grocery shopping, and I had it handy, and I know what I need. Just so you know, like when you're going grocery shopping and you think, okay, I might be missing something, I had it handy in my purse at all times. Or, I mean, you could print it and put it in your wallet, whatever. So these are all the greens that you're allowed to have or that you can have. I don't like to use the word allowed because this isn't a diet. These are all the purples that you can have, the reds, which are your proteins, and the yellows, ladies. Look at all of the carbs you can have. Oh my God. Like when I saw this, I was mind blown. These are also your blues, your oranges, your teaspoons, and then you'll also have free foods, which is pretty amazing because we all love free foods. Hello. Things that you don't have to follow with your containers. Water, and then coffee and tea. You can have 8 ounces a day of tea or coffee. And then your Shakeology bases, what you can add into your Shakeology. And then you have this modified refeed supplement day. This is like, I'm going to have to make a whole nother video for this when we get to that point, because this is on for phase 2, I think, and it's your refeed day, the day before leg day. So yeah, I'm not going to go too much into this. I'm going to make a separate video for this when we get into phase 2. Okay, so I think that's it. I hope that helps you guys. Again, everything is in program materials for 80-Day Obsession, your starter guide, where you find to calculate your calories and whatnot, your before and afters, and then your food list, and then your eating plan A, B, C, or whatever you're on, and then your workout calendar. These are also some tracker sheets, so phase 1. If you want to use this, I don't use them. It's kind of confusing. So yes, that is it, ladies, and I am so excited to have you guys a part of this. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me because I would love to help you. And let's get started getting shredded for summer.